The world is already full of wannabes. Baby, just be you.
Rule number one is levels to this shit. And I'm on top. The hilltop, of course.
People are gonna talk no matter what you do. So why not just do what you want and give them something to talk about?
Here on Yard Talk.
What's poppin', what's good, what's Gucci, no blackface. It's your favorite Yard Talk host, Ash Got Cash, back again with another episode of Yard Talk, keeping it fresh, keeping it fierce, and bringing the fire for Women's History Month. This specific episode, we're here to talk about all the fine, phenomenal female rappers like the Meg Thee Stallions, Queen Latifahs, and Little Kims, who wouldn't have made it where they did in the rap industry if they could pack their punch in a freestyle fight. However, this specific outfit was inspired by the Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who surely left her mark on the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. But we're not here to talk about those who already have clout. Today we're going to focus on those who are on the come up. So sit back, relax, and listen to my review on the top 5 female freestylers. Coming in at number 1, we have Amaretto, who of course is from the Dirty South. Now, if T.I. is the king, she's got to be the queen because she never tries too hard and comes in calm, cool, and collected on any beat.
Getting money shit, ain't no room for nothing extra. I ain't really made the town cruising in Tulsa, acting like they really know what's good for the kid. Everybody got opinions and it's cool or whatever, but I been applying pressure, been focused on the top. You'll never catch me slip, been focused on the block.
Next, we have Lady London, a Howard alum whose real name is Zaire, which means river, and is where she claims to get her free flow. As a conscious poet from Cali, she made her claim to fame through her sensitive and sentimental style.
Inflated they butts and they little wallets. The clarity sucks in they little diamonds. They forming a truck, but it's ill mileage, 100,000. You posting like you know you got it. Big Benz keep choking like coronavirus.
A true battle rapper, Nezzy 5 transcends old school rap by spitting thoughtful lyrics with ease.
What you gon' do when sister come for you? I came to rain, I slain the brain to say no brain pain, nigga bang bang.
Cocky and confident, plus known for her TikToks like "Save me a baby father." We have the Cleopatra hailing from Staten Island, who's known to bring a freaky fun vibe to any beat.
I'm in my bag and it's hefty. That nigga love me, he never left me. I'm on whatever timing that you on. Bitches be capping too much in they songs. I rap about shit that I do, rock tracks that I do pop. Niggas be hating, they ain't have to do pop. Now my circle is smaller than a dot.
And last but not least, you'd be proud to know that I need a pencil. I need a pencil, my dog. I need a pencil.
I need a pencil, dog. I need a pencil so I can write on this skin tone. I'm about to fail this test.
And here in the flesh, keep it locked on Yard Talk because we the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. This episode was so much fun to record. I hope to see you again soon here on Yard Talk.
Hello on everybody, it's your girl Trev and happy Women's History Month. A woman that I particularly respect, admire, trust, dare I even say love, is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. I think that Beyonce has lots of songs that can act as the soundtrack for Women's History Month. You know, I think that her songs can act as the soundtrack for every other month, but you know, that's besides the point. There's one song in particular where she says, "Who run the world? Girls." And I just think that was so profound. I walk with my head held high because Beyonce told me personally that I run things. Today's Women's History Month episode, I decided to speak with some of my fellow bison to hear about how they navigate today's society as young women. You guys can remember, when was the first time when you realized that you were treated differently or that there'd be different expectations placed on you because of your gender?
I was in church. It said something about women are supposed to be submissive. And that's when I realized, what is happening. Because I'm not going to be submissive to no man if, they don't deserve my submission. This is not Blackboard. I will not be submitting anything.
I think like you were saying, like when I was younger and, I would sit with my legs open just because I wanted to. And like I would have jeans on and they'd be like, "Oh, like, that's not ladylike, sit with your legs crossed." Like, what are you talking about? Like, first of all, I'm like 7 years old. I don't know. They make a big deal out of nothing. Like, especially like they're trying to teach us that like at such a young age, like how we're supposed to sit and stuff like that. I think that's mad weird.
I knew that they weren't saying stuff like that to the boys. No one was telling the boys to sit with their legs crossed. No one was telling them to laugh quieter. So that used to grind my gears. Personal experiences or just general observations that you've made about society. What are some harmful disadvantages or double standards that you think women have to face? It could be in terms of education, professional wise, dating wise. What are some things that women in our age group have to deal with compared to men?
Embracing our sexual side. Like, men will rap about something and say, this is what I'm gonna do to a girl and da 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 da. But then, like, when Megan Thee Stallion does it, it says something, then it's like a whole outrage and she's doing too much and she's asking for too much and she's being too sexual, but guys say the same thing that she's saying in the song.
Something like patriarchy really trickles down to every aspect of your life. Truthfully, it's more like, as a society, we want to force people to stay in their box and stay in their roles. Especially for women, it's like, oh, you need to be submissive, soft-spoken, and all these kind of other attributes. So no matter where you are, whether you're like a doctor or you're a mechanic or you're in education, someone is possibly a man, but sometimes even women too are gonna humble you to that place of like, oh, you need to be a woman.
What are some things that you do to combat the stereotypes and patriarchal ideals that women are expected to follow?
Education, really. There's kind of like this old stereotype that like, oh, women don't know what they're talking about, and even if they do know what they're talking about, they shouldn't have a voice. And by really giving education and like just fostering discussions, you know, if you hear somebody say something, just ask about it. Really, that's really what I do.
If I see something that's wrong, or I'm also an activist, so like if I see something, you know, I say something. I've been told growing up, like, you know, like don't you want to do something else? Like, you know, getting to that, you know, I don't know if you can handle it, or like they want me to stay hush and stuff, like going back to the old generational curses and stuff like that. But, you know, I just make sure that I do what I want if I'm comfortable with myself, and I say what I want to say. As long as like I'm happy with that, like my opinion of myself matters more than other people's opinions of me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Cam, I am Cam, but of course, you should already know who I am. And I am super excited about this episode here on Yard Talk because it's Women's History Month, and we're celebrating our women of this world. You know, y'all are strong, y'all go through it all, y'all carry a baby inside of you for 9 months. Y'all, it's a lot. I can't even describe it because I ain't a woman, so I don't really know. I just know what I'm told, and I know for a fact that y'all are strong. But I'm excited for my segment here because we're going to be playing a little game called Who Said That? Giving 5 quotes from some women from entertainment, and you have to tell me who said that. And if you are 5 for 5 with these questions, comment below so that way we know that you are a winner and you know who said that. These quotes are from a few influential women in our society from our era, probably a few eras before us too. However, it's Women's History Month. You should know your woman's history. So I'm here to test you to see if you guys know. Okay, let's get into it. The first statement says, I have standards. I do not plan on lowering them for anyone, including myself. Was that A, Jada Waiter, B, JT from the City Girls, or C, Zendaya? Who said that is what I want to know. You want to know what scares people? Success. When you don't make moves or move up the ladder, everybody loves you because you're not competition. Was that A, Nicki Minaj, B, Mary J. Blige, or C, Missy Elliott? Who said that? If you're silent about your pain, they will kill you and say you enjoyed it. Was it A, Asada Shakur, B, Zora Neale Hurston, or C, Queen Latifah? The next Who Said That quote is, if you gonna call me a B-I-T-C-H, make sure you put the baddest in front of it. Was it A, Lil' Kim, Queen B? Was it B, Trina? Or C, Foxy Brown? And the last Who Said That is one of my favorites. Beyonce? Beyonce? Is it A, New York, Tiffany Pollard, B, Tammy Roman, or C, Tamar Braxton? And that's our little story, our little game here on Yard Talk titled, Who Said That? What's up? How did you do? Do you know 5 for 5 of Who Said That? Because I want to know. Comment below. Let me know what y'all score was because I am reading the comments. I say that every episode and I'll never see no comments. So comment below what your score was for Who Said That? Because I might even personally mention you on a story. You might get a personal mention on a story and we might celebrate you here on Women's History Month. So keep it locked.